All right, how would you like to sit down with us, Ron and Don? We'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes on the Ron and Don Radio Network. You're listening to podcast episode number 21. And a lot of people ask us, hey, what happened to you guys on terrestrial radio? Go back to episode number 1, and it's all explained right there. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you.
So this was very interesting to me. This comes from fastcompany.com. We now work in a building where it's not uncommon to have someone bring their dog by. And you'll see this a lot. Amazon allows this. A lot of places in South Lake Union allow it. The unofficial tech uniform is like a pair of jeans with a fleece or something along those lines. And so Fast Company did a study here, and they said, all right, do people... We think people like a casual workplace, but do they really like the casual workplace? And there's this whole movement. I don't know if you've followed this much at all, but there's a whole movement of introverted leadership. And I was reading about a woman that sort of wrote a lot of her book is called Quiet. And she's like, just because I'm introverted and I'm not Don or the Ron and Don doesn't mean I'm not a great leader. Doesn't mean I don't have great ideas. I'm just not going to dye my hair blonde and be super loud in the meeting, or I'm not going to wear super flashy clothes. I'm quiet. And Bill Gates actually really endorsed her work as well. So here's the thing that they found, which I find fascinating. They talked to 1,000 full-time workers in the United States. There is a silent majority of workers that they don't like this chummy open office, bring your dog to work deal. And so let me read you the results here. 52% of these people that are polled, so a little over half, said hugging and intimate touch like that in the workplace inappropriate. It's not professional. We don't want to hug. I don't want to high five. We're not going to do massage time. Like none of that stuff that you will see sometimes. I don't want to play ping pong with you and then we embrace when we win a point. 66%, so 2/3, don't think that coworkers should be allowed to bring their dogs to work. So, but the ones that do are so enthusiastic about it that it overrides the 2/3. It does. They don't really ask. They just see it as part of their lifestyle, and they'll bring their dog. I watched a dog in our office pee on the front desk. And
it is a 210-pound dog, so
right.
It was quite a spectacle.
Because some other dog previously, a month ago or whatever, had peed on the front desk, and so they smelt that and they wanted to mark it, so they peed on it.
Wow! And
the owner, cleaned it up and was good about it. But so 2/3 of the people polled say no bueno on the dogs. 63% said athleisure is not a workplace look.
Oh, really?
We don't want to see your yoga pants. We don't want to see your flip flops. If you're coming to work, dress for work. And then 63% also said, I don't want you as a Facebook friend. We're not Instagram pals because I happen to work 2 cubicles over from you. I want to be able to post stuff on my account if I go on vacation that maybe I don't want my boss and my coworkers to know about. So do you think this is accurate here in Seattle? Because this is not the trend. People in Seattle, if you're in a cool, quote unquote, white collar job, tech job, they do say we want to bring the dogs to work. They do say wear your yoga pants and your flip flops. They do say let's hang out after work. Let's have social time. Let's be on each other's Instagram account. Let's have a hug. Let's go out and get drinks afterwards. But it seems like there's a silent majority, at least if you believe this Fast Company
deal. Well, we went to a WeWork loft yesterday, and so we were working in this loft. And these are, how would you explain WeWork to people that
it's people that are freelancers or that want a place to go to.
Should be called office. We ain't doing nothing but drinking coffee, because that's what it looked like. I was looking around. I'm like, where's the work? I see the I don't see the work. I see you over here chit-chatting. I see these guys over here putting up an Instagram post. I see these people are having lunch. These guys are having a coffee. These people over here are having a tea party. The only people in there, and I felt out of place, the only people in there with a whiteboard and markers out that were marking that thing, because I walked around, nobody working at WeWork, and it's one of the reasons why that business is failing right now. They are absolutely failing because WeWorking ain't working. And I think there's a backlash right now. I think people want their doors back. I think people want offices with doors, and I think people want to be able to close those doors. And I think people need more time for themselves. And when you just you decide that even we're going to take all these cubicles, all the cubicle farms, and we're going to come out of our silos and all work together, I think statistically, it's beginning to prove when you have moments like that in the day where you get together and you say, you know what, for 90 minutes, we're all going to come together as a group here and we're going to meet and we're going to work on something. I think that's effective. But when that is your whole day and you don't have a place, you don't have a spot where you can post up. And let's face it, we are all dealing with personal stuff when we're at work. And when you have to get up, leave the building to jump on your phone or go sit in your car because you're talking to Nurse Joan right now because something's going on with your kid at school, or you're dealing with a death in the family, or you're dealing with a divorce, or all the things that we have to deal with when you're actually in a workspace and there's no place for you to go. And I know that they've made little spots now. I know that they've made little spots for people to go where they can jump on their phone. But when you see people in those spots, especially with a manager, you're like, oh my gosh, they're getting fired.
Right.
Nobody wants to go into those spots because you're like, he's probably on there talking to his girlfriend right now. And I know that guy's married and he's going through a divorce or whatever it is. You feel weird about going into those spots and having conversations. So I think...
Do you want to see people's dogs at work, though?
I don't, because everybody has different rules about their dogs, right? And everyone thinks they're a good dog. Like, you go to a dog park, and there's people there that think they're a good dog owner while their dog is humping your dog and trying to create other dogs. And you're like, and I've been using that thing that you've told me that, hey, we're in training right now, or just to get people to stop humping my dog right now.
Their dog is humping your dog.
Yeah. So
what about hangout time?
What's that?
Hangout time. Do you want to hang out after work or go grab a drink?
It depends on who it is, but I am not a 9-to-5 person anyway, so I created a life and a lifestyle where I don't have to do that. I don't like going and reporting and having 3 different layers of bosses and then sitting there till 5 o'clock and then leaving. I don't respond real well.
You want to go edging in the middle of the day in the rain.
Well, what about you? Yeah, we just did that. What about you? Where do you think all this is going? I think there's a backlash to all this
I think
cool techie stuff.
I think it's going to come back to I enjoy going to a workplace where people are not in sweatpants. Like I like our office where it's like, okay, people have blazers on, people are dressed up, they're about their business, and the dog thing I actually kind of like. I bought some treats because I enjoy the dogs, so I'm split on that. I like seeing a dog as long as it's a behaved dog and they're not yelping and barking. But yeah, I think that study's fascinating because we've been led to believe that everybody likes those things when they don't like those things.
We were just at work. Tell everybody what you have on.
I have a sweatshirt and jeans because I was going to mow the lawn. I knew I was going to mow the lawn afterwards.
It sounds like you didn't like yourself at work today.
No, I did not.
It's the Ron and Don Show, the other Ron and Don Radio Network.